Hi guys, my name is Kelsey A. Welcome to my channel. I'm gonna give this whole YouTube thing a try. Okay, just a little bit about me. I'm married. I've been married since July of 2015, so it's been like a few years. And we just had our anniversary not long ago, which was really cool. And I'm a mom too. I'm a mom of two. This is one of our little ones. This is Claymore. Say hi, Claymore. Say hey. Cool. Okay, this is Claymore. He is 2. And hey, Liam. Say hey. He's 4 months old now. He's 4 months old. So I just popped this little guy out 4 months ago. Oh, I look great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm holding Liam right now, and Claymore insists on being held also. So just look forward to this in the videos, because I am sure they're gonna run in or like want to be held or start crying or something like that during the time that I'm making videos, and they can't ruin them, so I'm just gonna put them in there. If they come in, fling the door open, or start crying, I'm most likely not gonna cut that stuff out because, well, it's the joys of life, right, my little one? Okay, so basically, I'm gonna start with Liam because it's the most like fresh in my mind. Like I had like no issues until like the end of the pregnancy. I went to the doctor and they told me that my iron was really low and I was anemic. Like, so on a regular day, I am like almost anemic. What is it, buddy? You need something? What do you need? You need some milk? Okay, we're gonna go get Claymore milk and we'll be right back. There's your milk, bud. Okay. Alright, so I just went and got Claymore milk, and now I'm just trying to like reposition the little tripod on this thingy. I'm pretty sure he just put the camera on front facing, but that's cool. I was gonna have him in like 2 weeks. That was my due date. And I went to the OBGYN and they told me that I was really low on iron. My levels were like a 7.8. Like comfortably, I think they said a 10. I went to this specialist and they told me, like, okay, first let's backtrack a little bit because I know you guys are probably wondering, like, why did they tell me 2 weeks before? The big thing is, hey, I was steadily going to the doctor like the whole time throughout my pregnancy. I stopped kind of going at one point because the OBGYN, he was kind of trying to like really make me take this diabetes test. You basically drink a whole bunch of sugar and water and they check your blood, and then that's how it was explained to me. But I feel like that test itself can be like harmful to your child or to yourself. So I declined it the first time. The second time I also declined it, but he was kind of pushing it, and so I didn't feel comfortable going back. I went back probably a month before I was supposed to, have the baby, and they took my blood test and they told me like, your levels are really low. You might have to have an iron infusion. So I go to the specialist and that's what they're telling me. And this is basically where you sit in a chair for around 3 to 4 hours and they just pump you with iron. And like, okay guys, if I think that it's weird to have like, drink a whole cup of red dyed sugar, there's no way I'm gonna sit there and take an iron infusion. And I looked it up and I saw like these things where people were like, oh, I've taken the iron infusion and it was great, it was fine. And then there are people who are like, it's been 20 days after my iron infusion and I am still like having these issues. I have this brown spot like on my arm where it was like taken in and I feel like I'm aching everywhere and all this stuff. And I was just like, yeah, that does not sound like something I want to do. I basically went to the specialist and was like, hey, is there anything I can take, anything I can do that is going to like allow me to not, hey Liam, allow me to not have to do this iron infusion? Like, is there anything else? And she was like, basically, there is no fruit, vegetable, or meat under the sun that will get your levels up to 10 in the next 2 weeks. And I was depressed. Like, in all honesty, I started crying. My husband's in there and I like, as soon as the doctor walks out, I just start sobbing, like, and he was just like, it's gonna be okay, we're gonna figure it out, and he's being all sweet and stuff. And then he looks at me because it's not sinking in, and he looks at me, he like grabs me, and he's like, Kelsey, it's going to be okay, you're gonna be just fine. They tried to like scare the living daylights out of me by saying that I needed to do this iron infusion, by saying that if I don't do it, I might have to have a blood transfusion during the labor, which could complicate things. She made it sound like I could die, or I could get AIDS or HIV. I call my aunt, who is a nurse, and I ask her about like blood transfusions and how bad they are. She says they're really not that bad. Like, they filtered the blood so well that the risk of getting some disease while like doing that is so low. It's almost like never seen anymore. I feel a little more relaxed about that. And then I call my uncle, who was a missionary in India, and he knows all of these like home remedies and all of these things that can help you with. And his wife is also pregnant, and she had low iron as well, so he already knew what to say. The last box at the health food store, like my husband went and grabbed it, and it was $50 for this box at the health food store, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's expensive. But Eli, my husband, he's like, well, if it was $300, I would have still bought it because, you know, you need it. This is my third box of Floradix. I actually haven't even opened this box, and I haven't taken the Floradix in probably a month. The bottle is kind of really cool to me because it's old-fashioned looking. It's like, I'm gonna try to rip this open. I'm not very good at multitasking, like, so I'm just gonna be quiet. As she continues to talk. This is the bottle of the Floradix, and it's like 17 ounces. Every day I took 20 milliliters of this in grapefruit juice. Like, so I would pour like a glass, like this much, probably like 4 ounces of grapefruit juice into a glass, and then I'd pour 20 milliliters of this into the grapefruit juice and drink it. And then I would brush my teeth like immediately afterwards because iron can stain your teeth, like liquid iron. I literally started taking it, and the week later, I went and got my blood taken, and it was a 9. It went from a 7.8 to a 9.8 in a week. At that time, my doctor was just like, okay, it's fine. If you keep on doing what you're doing, like, don't worry about it. So basically, I was taking my prenatal every day. This is the prenatal that I took throughout like both of my pregnancies, although I was really bad at taking it every day. Like I just was. And then this is the ferrous sulfate, 325 milligrams. And Liam just puked on me. Thanks for that present, bud. Okay, 325 milligrams every morning. So I would take this and then my prenatal and then follow that up with the Floradix. And I took all 3 of those every day. I continued to do it for the 2 weeks, and by the time I gave birth, like I was already like up at an 11.5. I was really happy about that. I just felt the need to share that because not everything that the doctors tell you or specialists tell you is always going to be true. You all right there, buddy? Okay guys, I ended up showering Liam because it was like all over his outfit. Okay, so we're back, and I completely forgot where I was, but I'm trying to remember. It's not gonna happen. So this is all about this little guy right here, right Liam? Say hi, Liam. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. I will be sure to post more videos in the future, however long or short they may be. All right, see ya.